Hey friends, welcome back to another video. I have something to say, so let's talk. So today I am in a new setting. This is my office. I am working full-time, as I have said several times now, as a substance abuse counselor, and I still do entrepreneurship, which is my baby, Peace and Harmony Day Spa, on the weekend. But today we are in my office and I am on my lunch break. So I wanted to just chat with you guys while I'm on my lunch break and just have like a real life conversation. So while I eat, let's get into this topic. So I have some notes here on my phone and I want to talk about some of these key points just because I'm actively living in it, right? So the first key point, praying for a new season and then realizing it feels uncomfortable when it arrives. I think this is an important point to stop at. So y'all wait, I'm gonna open my sushi, so hold on, you might hear some noise. This container is different. So nobody talks about how uncomfortable a new season is when it arrives. So I have been in a place of trying to figure out how to just maneuver in life when things was going a little bit crazy for me. And then now that my season has changed, nobody talks about how uncomfortable it is. It's uncomfortable because I have new routines that I have to develop. I have new people that I have to be around on a daily basis when I'm used to being by myself in my spa, listening to music, not really being around anyone. Nobody talks about how difficult it is to put yourself back in those spaces because you prayed for so long for a season to change, for things to change for you. Nobody talks about how uncomfortable those moments are. And I realized that when coming into the industry of substance abuse counseling again, it's a heavy industry. It's a heavy industry. The field is full of different type of emotions. You meet so many people from different backgrounds, so many people with different mental health problems. It's a lot weighing on you consistently throughout the shift, right? And while I was looking forward to a season changing, it came with a lot more than I expected. Now, granted, I am able to handle it accordingly, but I had to mentally prepare myself. And that didn't come overnight. Literally only been here for a few months, and I'm just now getting a routine where I can manage my own things that I have going on internally and manage dealing with the clients externally. So I've created like a mental space of being able to do those things. But nobody talks about how difficult it is to be comfortable in a new season when it comes. All right, I got my water here, Essentia. Realizing that the old version of you cannot go where the new version of you will be showing up. For myself, I'm just speaking for me in general, right? So for me, this meant the mindset that I have as a massage therapist cannot show up in the same space as a substance abuse counselor. While they both promote healing, they both cannot coexist in the same. Now, I can take attributes that I've gained from being in my spa and working with my clients and use that same characteristic here at my job, but that version of me can't move forward in my future season because everything is shifting. There's a change, there's a shift, there's growth, new things are taking place, and who I used to be no longer serves me in the present or the future, right? Like who I am today. I can't show up today as I was yesterday. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to explain that a little better, but you just can't bring the old version of you into the new version that you're going into because they don't serve each other anymore. They cancel out. Y'all, I'm probably rambling in this video because this is a different style for me. I don't normally talk about stuff like this. I don't normally, y'all, the ones who've been here, you already know. So this is new. Bear with me, okay? This next key point is very important. So, learning to trust yourself in a season you've never experienced before. Hands down, this was most difficult for me. Learning to trust myself in this current season that I am living in when I've never been here before, because my thing is I wanted to know if I was making the right decision. Was I making the right decision to step away from the business full time and go and seek employment full time. It was foreign to me because I'm used to, for 7 years, running my business, being a solo entrepreneur, and having all of that income come in and that be my sustaining process. However, that hasn't been the case, right? So I had to go back and find other sources of income. And in this season, I've been thinking to myself, was this the right thing to do? Am I choosing the right place of employment, educated enough to even show up in this field, because these are people's lives. But I had to pray about it, and I also had to show up in faith and trust myself, because what I do, I actually do love. It's not about the money. The money is important because it's how I take care of my kids, it's how I take care of my family. But what's important to me is that I love what I do while I'm doing it. And I've always loved health and wellness and helping people live their best. And that's why it was easy for me to show up in this position. Learning how to trust yourself in a new season is going to have to come internally. It's going to have to be you. You're going to have to trust yourself. And I mean, trust yourself wholeheartedly. I know we get in our head and we talk ourselves out of a lot of things, but you are where you are for a reason in that season, and it has purpose. Believe it. It really do. Accepting that growth often happens before confidence catches up. That piggybacks to what I just said, right? Accepting that growth happens before confidence catches up. Meaning, well, my perspective of that is meaning you recognize that your season is changing. You recognize that something has to change and that you have to make a move, you have to pivot, you have to walk into a new door, right? But the confidence in that is actually letting go and allowing yourself to move forward without the confidence. Like, you may be nervous, you may feel like you're not good enough, you may feel like you're doubting, you don't know if this is right, you're not sure, but you still make that move to show up and push forward anyway. Then the confidence is going to be trailing right behind you because you walked through that door. So now confidence has to come in with you and give you the boost that you need so you can be sustainable. I hope I said it right. Sustainable in your new season that you have chosen to allow yourself to be in. Lastly, before I end this video, I just want to say this. I feel like when we think about change and how we want change to show up in our life, we have it all figured out. We have the ideas of how we want the man to come, how we want the woman to come, how we want the job to be, how we want our future to be, our kids. We have everything mapped out in our mind. Although you can feel it, you know that change is occurring, but you just don't know how. And that's the thing. See, God He is very strategic in how He chooses to show up in our lives. So the way He shows up may not be, 9 times out of 10, it's never how you expected it to be. It's never how you perceived it to be. It's exactly what He wanted, right? But the thing is, we have to be willing or able to allow Him to show up the way He wants to show up and not fight it, because that's the beauty in it. I know the unknown is scary, but the beauty in allowing God to do what God can do and only God can do, allow Him to change the season, move things around in which He wants to do it. What else do you want? Allow Him to do that, right? So change is scary. The unknown is scary because you don't know how He's going to show up in the season that He is moving you in. You just got to be willing to show up. You have to be willing to do the work. Faith without work is dead. Allow yourself to pivot, allow yourself to move, and allow Him to do a good work in you. Okay, friends? Y'all, this sushi is so good. I know the camera don't want to focus, but the sushi is good, y'all. This sushi came from Food Line. It was $8. Chef kiss, chef kiss. All right, I know that I said that I was finished, but I have one more thing to add. Give yourself permission to live in the season that you've prayed for, because we fight. We are fighters. And when calmness show up instead of chaos, growth instead of fighting against growth shows up, we're not used to that. Some of us are not used to that. We are conditioned to just keep fighting because we're used to that flight or fight. We're used to our nervous system being all out of whack. No, give yourself permission to live in the new season when it shows up. It's showing up for you. It's showing up so that you can live a better life, so you can build better characteristic traits within yourself, and you can live peacefully and normally. Your nervous system doesn't recognize that, so now we have to retrain that. I'm doing it, so I know that you can do it. Hope y'all enjoy my little lunch break chit chat with me. I got to get back to work, so I will see y'all in the next video. I like doing the lunch break chit chat chit. I like doing lunch break chit chats. I'll see y'all in the next video. I love you. Bye.